You found a bench near the park entrance off East Fettes Avenue. You chose the spot that was least wet following the mild downpour this morning. You checked your phone. The time was 1:57, and his message definitely said, "I'll see you at 2. You open your camera and you are presented with your own reflection. Your eyes looked nervous. What was it going to be like now? Were you going to be friends again? What kind of man has he become? Has he become one of the selfish and arrogant types? That's when he arrives.
I'm trying to socially distance it, so it works better if you close your eyes.
Who is it?
If you can't remember my voice, I have definitely been away for too long. So, this is what the cool kids do now? Hugs are so overrated.
It looked all the same, but everything feels different now. You think to yourself, this isn't the boy who left Edinburgh to travel Europe all that time ago.
I swear there used to be like 10 of those. You know I'm right. You used to love feeding them. Do you just overfeed them during all this time?
Well, with you they would have starved.
I'm going to go feed them.
This is a man who cares about his appearance, about his punctuality, and, for the next hour at least, you.
I don't think you're meant to feed them bread.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, I read you're meant to feed them frozen peas.
No bread for you ducks. Sorry.
Getting an opportunity to meet with him felt like a win to you.
Who's up there?
Hearing his voice provokes a salty, sweet nostalgia in you, causing you to ignore the fact that he talks too much and that you love listening to him.
Nothing.
It never feels enough.
You've got your judgy face.
My judging face. Show off.
That is what you love about me, though.
Speaking about showing off, you were supposed to report back to me about all your amazing adventures. Not even an email. Never mind a postcard.
You know, it's just like... I told myself I was going to do it in a few hours, or tomorrow, and then... Next thing you know, it's like 3 weeks later, and... Oh, it's just ridiculous. I mean, by the time I was in Italy, I was just finished writing about France, and... You'd have thought I was crazy.
I already think you're crazy. Did you know people used to use the shadow created by the sundial to measure time?
I tried to live in Alaska during that time. What did they do for like 6 months? They killed bears.
This trip has been wasted on you. Wasted.
So, how did they do it?
As the sun moves across the sky, it creates a shadow on the sundial, which aligns with the hour lines to indicate the time of day.
I got these for you. to feel like you were there with me.
You were always seeking adventure. You wanted to be an explorer when you were younger. You still tell him.
When I was wee, I dreamed about exploring the world. Something will always feel incomplete until I've seen Paris in the springtime, Vienna in snowy winter, sun setting over Lisbon.
Adventure is always what you make it out to be.
Adventure is always what you make it out to be, says the man who left Edinburgh to explore Europe.
You know these pitches very well. You were here every other week whilst you watched Charlie play for the university team. He took rugby very seriously, and you took him very seriously.
Allegra.
Sorry.
What did I miss?
Nothing very exciting. Uni was sort of like high school, same people, going to the same parties.
You were trying to push him away, to hurt him. You were trying to push away your own feelings for him.
Any boyfriends? I mean, you must have broken a couple of hearts in this city.
Looking back now, you're not entirely sure whether you were truly in love with him or whether you were just willing yourself to love him. You wondered if there was any difference between the two things.
Basic story of girl falling in love with the wrong boy.
You wondered why he was asking about it. Did one of your old high school friends tell him about Charlie? Maybe he was assessing your reaction and waiting to see if you would tell him the truth.
I suppose it's just a bit like the stuff you see in the films, except usually that ends with a happy ending, and in real life I just don't think that ever really happens. Sorry, I'm boring you.
Wow. Sorry.
He was so naive. His sense of pity clearly annoyed you, but he most definitely cared. You soon completed your full circuit around the allotments and found yourself back at the park's northern entrance. The city looked so beautiful from here, laid out like pastries in a bakery, as if it was made available only to the both of you, a limited time offer that seemed to be drifting away. You felt so much joy in seeing him, and so much sorrow in his parting of ways.
It was nice to see you again after all this time. Keep in touch.
People always say that, but it never happens.
You weren't angry or upset with him. In fact, you loved him. You loved him very much. You loved him way too much to value niceties. You were young, but already in your life, you felt as if you were wasting your time. You wanted the best things in life to happen to you now, to allow you to either get excited or give up. It was all or nothing for you.
I love you too.
You felt happy. You felt rejuvenated. You wanted life back, and you wanted it for no one else but you and what you were worth to yourself. Who knows what would have happened to you without this growing sense of pride driving you to go on? Who knows what would have happened if you never went to Inverleith Park?